Well, good day, my friends. Bruce here. This is a weird one. Poulan Pro, which means it's the Husqvarna equivalent. It looks like a Quantum, doesn't it? If you were coming at it from this side, you see how that's a Quantum, but look at that. It's got the classic gas tank below the carburetor, and it says it's 190. That doesn't seem right. 190 cc's. Has anybody seen, all of you guys out there, gals too, Lawnmower Lady, Chicanic, Sandy Rose, and all of the other ones I don't know, anybody out there seen a Briggs & Stratton Classic at 190 cc's? Very strange. It's got the big Briggs muffler on the side instead of the little cigar muffler type. The year 2008. Strange. Customer says it won't start. Oh yes, and one more thing. It's got no back chute, just a side chute, and I'm sure it came with the side chute paraphernalia back when it was made. But it's a hurtin'. It's a hurtin', man. The cable for the on-off works, sorta. Not great, eh? And they say and that's been repaired with crazy glue or bond or something. And then this one over here, the guy got the little crimper doomer and he crimped the engagement for the wheels. So where do you start? We got cable problems for on-off. We've got cable problems for the drive. We've got a really weird shaped air filter situation happening here. So this is a mower I have not seen before. And look at that, he's got the front lifted right up as high as it'll go. And the back, don't even know. Oh, there it is, somewhere. But it's riding like a surfboard right now, if you can look at that. So, first thing I better do is check the oil, eh? Let's get our Road King's magic jar. Oh, it's full. It's even got a Quantum type. You know, I think it's been converted from a Quantum to a Classic. Because there's the bolt for the tank. Could it be? I've never seen anything like it, guys. It's got oil. Let's check the hair filter. Not bad. I wonder if it's supposed to go on this way. I think so, hey? It was on this way. Sticking out kind of ugly and weird. I think it's supposed to go on that one. Okay, so that's step one. First tool on the bench. Let's just see if it's squirt. Does it have any go-go juice? Enough to make it happen, but it looks dirty. It squirts. It's squirting enough that it should start, rumble a little bit, and then quit. I just pushed on that spring and it broke. Okay. And it's not even a... Yeah, there's something wacko here, man. Let's put it back on. Actually doesn't run that bad. I think it needs cable work, not carburetor work. Okay, well, we know it runs. Let's get it on the lift and work on some cables. So I'm just going to turn you off, and we're going to get the model number off this bad boy. And we'll see if this is a... I have a suspicion it used to be a Classic. Okay guys, this is the air filter. It's got the big Briggs muffler on it. So this, I bet you this one came out of the States, or it's a Husqvarna model made by Poulan Pro. And those two guys quit going hand in hand about 10 years ago. This is an '08 model. My daughter's lawnmower is a Poulan Pro. So it's a Husqvarna bolt for bolt changeout. Well, that's what they say, right? But they're a pretty good unit. Thanks. Okay, here's the carburetor setup. This spring and arm look like a Murray to me, because the others, the MTDs, have two springs coming off this for governor control, and this only has one. I've just tightened it up a little bit. I'm going to see how the RPMs turn out. No words, don't tell me. I'm going to blow myself up. Okay, that sounds a lot better. So problem number one, it starts and goes. Let's just lower this down to 3. Now I want to see if the stop and go cable actually works. It might. How does the blade look? Disconnect the spark plug, Bruce. Okay. Now the blade needs a sharpening. I'm just going to see where it ends up on the other 180. Yeah, it's okay. For the condition of the mower, I think the blade will be alright. Okay, so now I think it's cable time. Let's just see if the wheels go round and round when I'm operating it. Okay, now it's starting to show its ugly operation here. Boy, where do you start first, eh? It needs a carburetor clean. It needs a new start-stop cable, or at least a greased one. You guys still watching this mess? Okay, I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to check the gears on the drive and see if they're okay. Okay, I just took the hubcap off. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Now, I've got the other wheel here. If you see the bottom down here, or no, we'll do the bad one first. Down here where my fingers are, it's worn to a groove, and up here it's not. This is a good wheel, this is a bad wheel. Man, these plastic wheels drive me crazy. Okay, well, if we can get everything else running good, we'll put a set of wheels on her. Oh my Lord! Stick stuck in pulley. Okay, I'll be right back. So I thought of using my Dremel, but I think this triangular file is going to be the key. You guys getting any of this? Yeah, you are. I've only got one tooth that's questionable, really. Just going to heat that one up a little bit too. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's just put this on here and see how it rotates. I think it's going to be okay. Let's try this other one right here. So what I'm doing is, I know that the spot of wear on the wheel is right about here, and the gear is right behind it. Pretty good. I'm willing to risk it. Thanks. Alright, when you look at these two wheels, they look similar, but they're not. This one is probably the original, and this one is a different copycat. When you look at the tire width is taller on the one that shredded out, because it's shredded out from here down to here. So what do you think we have on the front? Oh wait, oh, these are the front. Okay. So now, my new one that I'm going to use, it is the same height, the same type of holes. This one's a little more long in the tooth, but that's alright. I think we can manage. Thanks, guys. Okay, so while we're waiting for the soldering iron to warm up, I'm going to just do a bit of plastic soldering. And that has been at the request of many subscribers, by the way. But I'm going to just take this cable out of here as much as I can. Come on, baby. Bing. But most of you guys are thinking, just buy a new wheel. And I can. But I love fixing old stuff to make it work again. As long as it goes around and round when I'm finished with it, it'll probably go round and round for a year or two, which is all this mower has left in it. Okay. Wait, don't run. These kind of problems are lots of fun. Pop-o-matic. Pop-o-matic. Pop a 6 and you move twice. So we got a bad Z-bend. That's all it is. If we can get some liquid through it. Oh yeah, I think we can. Ooh, she's pretty ugly though, man. Okay, so we're gonna get our cable insert Doohummer Rusty Doohicker depositor in here. Right there. And I'll be right back and we'll show you that. Alright, my friends. This is the dead man brake handle. And I think there used to be a hole here, and the gentleman who had this, pretty smart. He welded on a square nut, and then on top of that, he welded on a thicker washer for the Z-bend connector for the lawnmower, like that. See that? That's pretty darn clever. But it's a little big, eh? I might have a set of handles that will replace that. So obviously this broke on the original one. Man, almost everything on this mower has been broken from one time or another, eh? So now we're going to see if we can change the gears again here. I don't know about this one. Vice grips. Nope. Gotta hold it with the finger. All this is for dirt, eh? To keep dirt out of the gear chamber. I'm retired, so I can afford to do this kind of stuff. Imagine if you had a shop, 6 technicians, and you found one guy over in the corner on full wage fixing a broken wheel. You'd either fire him or, I don't know. Oh, got one little clumperoo there I gotta get rid of. There we go, baby. We're gonna solder that in there somehow. That's going to hold. Good. Now if I can get the other side done, and then we're going to actually use some of this as our welding rod. Yes, I know it's not black, or the wheel is gray and the repair material is black. But I can guarantee you after this thing's been in the grass for 2 hours, nobody's going to notice. Good. I might do it. We'll just let it cool off a minute and then we'll melt it some more. Okay, we're carrying on with this old beat up wheel. I took it over to the bench grinder and I got a nice edge on this side. Okay, let's let that cool a bit. File. The file is your friend. Sticky outy there, I might as well turn that into part of the unit, eh? Good. Okay, so now back to our handle. I'm going to go look into the tickle trunk and see if I've got some. Okay, I got it running. Once the carburetor seemed to prime up and start, I can start it 10 times out of 10 now. When it first came in, it wouldn't start. It might have just been a chunk of dirt or whatever. So I drained the fuel out during the tune-up, all new fuel, a little bit of rust in the bottom of the tank, but And I was told afterwards, my wife remembered and I did not, to not repair this wheel. They have one. Okay, so that's too bad because I put a lot of effort into that other wheel. And this is our new shut-off cable. It works a lot better than the old one, nice and smooth, see that? And they did not want me to touch this, which is the front wheel drive go. So okay, if they don't want you to touch it, you don't touch it. So she's done, oil change, air cleaner, sharpened the blade, lubed everything up, and now we're just ready to wipe it down a little bit, and we'll be ready to say goodbye to this one. Actually, it wasn't that bad once I got off the repairing the tire. Thanks. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm just going to call the owner, a friend of a friend. They live on a rural property, and the thing about lawnmowers from rural properties is they get used as often per week as a city lawnmower, but they're on for 5 hours, not for a half an hour. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to give this one a squirt and see how it does. When it came in, the only thing that was wrong was this was rotated 180 degrees, so it didn't look right. But we're there. So if it starts within 1 or 2 poles, it's on its way home. 1, 2, 3. Our nice new bale. 1. So they've modified this one. It has no rear wheel catch, like I said earlier. And then they've got this. I didn't do this. They put this shield on here so that the person mowing doesn't get sprayed, because it's all longer grass shooting out the side. So anyway, yeah, it runs pretty darn good. And I think it's been modified a bit, because at the beginning of the show I started to tell you that this was a 190cc Classic, and I had never seen that before. Thanks a lot. You guys rock. On this one, I talked the customer into taking this wheel that I repaired for 20 bucks, and he has one at home, but I don't know if he can find it or something. So now they've got matching wheels, right? The tread on this one was not the factory one, and it was 1 1/4 of an inch wider. There we go. Thanks for watching this one.